I'd like to speak now about how we're going to be using these carved elements to create pieces of furniture. So first I want to start with the balusters. I think these balusters are really critical. I love to design with these because what I'm doing with this is I'm creating focal points and then accentuating them with detailing. And again, sometimes I like to start with something that has more definition on it, like this piece here. It has an acanthus base on it and it has a floral swag. And that's a great element if someone likes detail but not overdone. A lot of people love the shape of that and the scale of it, but they think there's too much detail to it. So again, we came up with this version here, which is a very clean, minimalistic design, still showing a lot of visual weight and a lot of proportion. This one has a little bit more detail to it. Again, somewhere between the other two pilasters. And again, what I love about this is just the simple lines on this and a beautiful shape that has a little bit more detailing, a lot of substance. And again, it does make a statement whether it's going to be on either side of the sink or stove or supporting an island. And this one here is really special because I love the shape of it, the upside down urn, and the end result on this is that you have a lot of weight, it's up on top and it's tearing down, water falling down to the bottom. And this is obviously a theme because if someone's looking to do a bar, or again, if they're great wine enthusiasts, what I like to see about this is that you do have the grape motif. It's not overdone, not heavily carved. It has a nice slick center on it. Then you go down to the bottom. It opens up into a beautiful bulb shape. And there you have the carvings of the grapes and also the grape leaves. And I really love using this in multiple ways depending on what the client loves, what their passion is, what the theme of their kitchen may be. In addition to that, what I like to use is elements like these capitals. Now these capitals here really have a great function. What I like to do with these is flank either sides of refrigerators, stoves, or whether we do big wall ovens or a pantry. Again, what we're trying to do is create columns or column-like effects. So if you're using something large like this, then the baluster underneath is probably going to be about 3 inches, 4 inches in diameter. And it's really going to give you great substance. You're going to be using this for great heights. Now, when you're using something like this, it's probably something for a base cabinet because it would be too slender for something of a height of maybe 8 or 9 feet. So again, this is used for a different application. And certainly the other ones, these 3 little ones here, are going to be used for different things like pieces of furniture, vanities, whatever it may be. These 2 inlays are really terrific because you could do anything with a base cabinet or with a tall cabinet, but when you head this up with a beautiful carved element like this, and then you wrap it around with the crown and frame it with a wood frame on it, this really makes a piece of furniture complete. Now you have a headed piece, you have 2 columns flanking on either side, and now you're creating a complete piece of furniture. All you need to do is finish it up with legs on the bottom of it. Now I'd like to show you the use of drops. Now, drops are really used for certain type of elements. I like to use them in pilasters. I like to create pilasters somewhere between 6 to 8 inches in diameter. And what I like to do is make a center panel of 4 to 6 inches and incorporate these drops in the middle of it. Now, the use of this drop, the way that I would use this drop is by getting this drop, starting it with this carved element on the top. If I need to string this to 8, 10 feet long, all I need to do is just cut this off, have my manufacturer cut this off and just continue this line and stretch this to as long as I need to make it. So I need to buy something like this and maybe make 2 or 3 pieces and combine them together depending on the width and the length of the piece. This one over here is for a smaller application, so sometimes if I don't have something that's very tall or really super dramatic, then what I would do is I would use this element here, and the beauty of this is it is more slender. I can use it on a 4-inch pilaster versus a 6-inch pilaster, and I have a lot of versatility. Now these are again for simpler elements. Doing something like this, you can do it in a kitchen application or a bathroom application.